chance.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Timber is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim? Mohamed Salah has fallen kindly here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Now it's Son Heung-min. Picked out Brilliant! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Rodri. Palmer. Now Ødegaard. And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Manchester United have it back and can go... And the shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries to play it through. And that's really well manoeuvred. Makaleli. And here's Mohamed Salah. That is a brilliant interception. Arsenal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And this is Son Heung-min. Ødegaard. Now it's Torres. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's ambitious. That's a lovely lead. Goes for a shot! Yes, it's there! A game of in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Timber. Now it's Rodri. Looking for the run. Now it's Owen. And he's managed to get free. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Timber.
Rodri. Makaleli, very much a man of this moment. Knocks it out wide. And it's Makaleli. Here's Makaleli. Van Dijk. Played out wide. And it's Van Dijk. And De Ligt. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Vieira. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Makaleli with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Nunez. Son Heung-min. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Senesi cuts it out. That is good alertness. Nice looking ball. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Palmer. Fernando Torres. And it's Cancelo. Mohamed Salah. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Mohamed Salah. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Rodri. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that is expertly dealt with. Owen looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's in plenty of space here. Owen. And this is Owen. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're just settling back into this second half. Now it's Owen. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! Timber. The pass is intercepted. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Ødegaard. Aims beyond the... Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Son Heung-min actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's got the beating of his man. Torres had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now, he's got space here, and he's intervened well there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Arsenal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Son Heung-min. Gets a good foot in there. Chance! Oh, taken with style. It's level again. What a match we have.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Mohamed Salah.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Number 41. Right.
Oh, what a mistake!
Number 14.
He's found a way through.
Number
Mohamed
9.
Salah! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, that's been intercepted. And here's Isak. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. João Cancelo. And it's Rice. Now it's Haaland. Rodri. Out towards the flank. Foden.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And he was quick to react. Haaland. Arsenal are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
It's a promising position. Deep cross. Terrific header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now it's Isak. Rodri. Arsenal finding their passes. Rooney.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
There will be 3 minutes.
And that has left him in a... Luis Suarez! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Manchester United really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Now it's Haaland. And it's Timber. Rice. Knocks it out wide. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he's managed to get rid. Just eases him off the ball. Opts for safety. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Van Dijk. And it's with the keeper. Jurgensen sends that a long way. And here's Haaland. Foden. João Pedro. Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he's managed to get free. Saliba deals with that comfortably.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Foden. Cucurella gets it away. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Saliba makes the interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a good foot in there. Played out wide. Colwill.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Now James. Colwill. Fernandes. Colwill. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Colwill. And it's Caicedo. Cucurella. Now Colwill. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Foden. Caicedo. Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Fernando Torres. Foden. And it's Rodri. Calafiori. 30 minutes gone. He's on it. Can he get away? Now it's Rice. And Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Lavia. And it's Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Lavia. That's a little off target. Calafiori. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedro Neto. He's a sharp little ball here. Taken back almost at once. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passing is crisp and sharp. Foden. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Palmer. Joao Pedro. And it's James. Lavia. And it's Palmer. Fernandez. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo. And Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Saliba clears it away. And that's been won straight back. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Arsenal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Lavia. James. Palmer. And it's Lavia. Lavia. And it's Caicedo. And Cucurella. Fernandez. Cucurella. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Caicedo. And it's Lavia. Fernandez. And it's Palmer. Oh, it's a great ball here. Decent chance! It's there! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Chelsea have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Cucurella. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Gives it back. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. Fires it in low. Pedro Neto. And Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Chelsea are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's made its way to him. Great chance! Oh, it's there! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
After 81 minutes.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Arsenal are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
João Cancelo spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Haaland is flagged offside.
Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Van Dijk. Calafiori cuts it out. Foden. João Pedro. Rice. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Cleared without complication. He's being urged to shoot. Now, can they get him away? João Pedro. Fernandes. Good ball, good take. Now, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Calafiori. Now it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance.